Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, reading from 932. Manya. No, 33 today actually. किं पुनर्ब्रह्मणा पुण्य भक्ताराजर्षयस्तथा अनित्यं सुखं लोकम् इमं प्राप्य भजस्व माम्. How much more this is of the righteous brahmanas, the devotees are indicating, therefore having come to this temporary miserable world, engage in loving service to me. Mm. This is purport. In this material world, there are classifications of people, but after all, this world is not a happy place for anyone. It is clearly stated here, Anityam Sukham Lokam. This world is temporary and full of miseries, not habitable for any sane gentleman. This world is declared by the Supreme Personality of God to be temporary and full of miseries. Some philosophers, especially Mahayana philosophers, say that this world is false, but we can understand from Bhagavad Gita that the world is not false, it is temporary. There is a difference between temporary and false. This world is temporary, but there is another world which is eternal. This world is miserable, but the other world is eternal and blissful. Arjuna was born in a saintly royal family. To him also the Lord says, take to my devotional service and come quickly back to God, back home. No one should remain in this temporary world, full as it is with miseries. Everyone should attach himself to the bosom of the Supreme Personality of Godhead so that he can be eternally happy. The devotional service of the Supreme Lord is the only process by which all problems of all classes of men can be solved. Everyone should therefore take to Krishna consciousness and make his life perfect. Krishna is saying those who are lower birth can get purified by devotional service, but it's because those have taken higher birth. Nitya Shlaka was explaining this word, purport is not eternal. To describe the material world, Krishna has used this word, not the word mithya, false. He said anitya, not mithya. Mayavadi says that this world is false, but Srila Prabhupada says we can understand from Gita that the world is not false, it is temporary. To seek happiness where everything is temporary is called delusion. Krishna concludes 33 with the words, Bhajasuma, engage in loving service to me. The next text, Krishna will clearly tell us how to do so. When Marmana Bhagavad Bhakta Madhyajivan Namaskar, that was welcome. Yeah. So, how much more this is for the righteous Brahmanas, the devotees, and the saintly kings. So, anybody who takes shelter of the Lord, they may be in Papa Yoni, they also get delivered. They also get Paramgatim. So, what to speak of those people who are engaging in devotional service or those are saintly in character, righteous Brahmanas. So, Krishna is saying that there's no limit to the benefit what they can get. So, this material world, there are classifications of people, but after all, this world is not a happy place for anyone. Actually, everybody is thinking in this world that how can I become happy? But the point is, nobody can become happy in this world. It is not possible at all. Now, you may say that, but there are people who can become happy, like Maharajas and devotees. Yeah, but they are not living in material, they're living in spiritual world. It's spiritual world only. So, devotees, they don't live in material world, they live in spiritual world because they're engaging in devotional service of the Lord. So, by dint of their devotional service, that's in spiritual world. That's what he says. Mam chaiva vicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samtitirthan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Because you see, it's the same thing only. Devotees are immediately they are transformed to spiritual platform. That's why they don't live in the material world. They live in the spiritual world. 1 minute. Yeah. I'll just show you that point. What I actually price this. See this one. You can read this, Virat. One is English.
Yes, one who is engaged in unalloyed devotional service to the Lord is always situated in the spiritual world. Brahma Kalpate. In all circumstances, his activities and dealings with Krishna are transcendental and thus not understandable by mundane moralists. It is therefore better not to discuss such activities among mundane people. It is better to give them the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra so that they will be gradually purified and then come to understand the transcendental activities of Krishna.
Yeah, so anyways, when they already engage in another devotional service, they are already living in situated in the spiritual world, you can see. That's what I was trying to say. That they're already in the spiritual world. The devotees don't do it. So that's why devotee only can become happy. Only devotees can be happy in this world. Nobody else can be happy. In this world, they don't live in this world then. They're already in the spiritual world. Because activities of devotional service are part of spiritual world. They're not part of material world. But it says that in this material world, there is classification of people, but this world is not a place for happy place for anyone. Anityam asukham lokam. This world is temporary and full of miseries. Not habitable for any sane gentleman. So anybody who wants to remain in this material world, that means he's insane. It's a very strong word. So because no, like Jayadvaita Maharaj asked that, how does innocent people also in this world suffer? Jayadvaita Maharaj says there is nobody innocent in this world. Anybody who has come here is criminal. we, we, we may think ourselves relatively innocent, but actually we are all criminal in that sense because we all have left Krishna and we are engaging in independently in so many activities. This material. The very fact that it is material is so simple. We are difficult to digest. That's a fact. So no sane man will remain in this material world. See? This world is declared by Supreme Lord God to temporary and full of miseries. So it's not habitable for any sane gentleman. Nobody would like to stay in this material world. And so we should always be very eager to actually transcend this material world. That's why Janmashva Shuta Shri be Yadamana Padapaman. That Krishna Buddhimana is saying that why she is saying this. Janma Ashwarya Shuti Shri be high birth, very high education, lot of richness and bodily beauty. This all makes us intoxicated when it becomes intoxicated. And that's why one cannot feelingly chant the holy name of the Lord. Because one may want to remain in this world then. Balana hilage samsar. For a devotee, he doesn't like this world. But those who may have this kind of opulences, they may start liking this world. They may think, oh, this is a nice world. So that is the problem. So one should develop the desire to go beyond this world and not have any kind of being within world. It is very important because this material world is not a permanent place. And this world is full of miseries. So the world is declared by the Supreme Lord God to be temporary and full of miseries. Some philosophers say that this world is not temporary. It is false. It is not temporary. Sorry, it is false, they say. But we say that it is not false, it is temporary. So that's the right understanding. Because Mayavad have very very wrong conception. They think that this whole material world is illusion only. So material world is not illusion. Material world, to think material world to be temporary is illusion. So yes, Maya means you are considering that to be eternal, though it is temporary. And you are thinking this to be place of happiness, which is the place of misery. That is illusion. And then here Krishna is saying that take to my devotional service and come quickly back to home, back to Godhead. So no one should remain in this temporary world full as it is with miseries. Nobody should remain here. Everyone should attach himself to the bosom of the Supreme Lord. So everybody should actually take to devotional service. And by that one can go beyond this material world. So that's why he's explained that nobody should remain in this material world, other one should attach to Supreme Lord. And then one can be eternally happy. The devotional service of the Supreme Lord is the only process by which all problems of all classes of men can be solved. Yes, so everyone should take, therefore, the Krishna consciousness and make his life perfect. And that's why this kind of regular reminder is required, because we forget it. We get so busy, in this material world and having so many anxieties about achieving things in this material world. Very unfortunate, actually, how we get cheated by Maya like that. Actually, we can see that those who are alert about this fact, this material world is not a place of place of not habitation for any saint. So they will have some kind of renounced spirit. Prabhupada encouraged that. Prabhupada said we should live in this material world with the renounced spirit. So renounced spirit is required. Renounced spirit. Because renounced spirit is important, because this world is not a place where we have to stay. So not coming here. Learn to work in renounced spirit. Anyway, so renounced spirit is required. So everyone should therefore take to Krishna and make his life perfect. So Krishna consciousness is the only solution, because there's a way to come out of this material entanglement and go to the spiritual world. This is the only way. So Prabhupada was asked that there are any other way. Prabhupada said no, bhakti is the only way, because see, other paths may take you to the liberation and go to Brahma Jyoti. You cannot go to the spiritual world. So only through bhakti you can attain spiritual world. It's like devotional service is the only solution for all the problems, because all the problems are there when you're in the problematic place, that is material world. So by bhakti, you can go to the spiritual world. Any one reflection? Ayap, you want to say something?
Prabhu, I have no reflection today.
Sorry?
I don't have any reflection today, Prabhu.